And there it is, that huge ring, folks. And if we look down, we can see what caused that devastation, that light to be shrouded and veiled and blocked, folks. It's huge, this massive, yeah. And that's the reflection that we're getting now. It's not natural through these particulates of whatever they are, folks. Gone through them ad nauseum. I shouldn't have to go through them again, but I do constantly for the new, hopefully for the new subscribers, the new people that are just getting into realising what all this shit is up in the air. But look at it, folks, it's massive. And again, I've catalogued from 6 a.m. this morning, them starting to spray the sky, to them completely destroying and deconstructing the natural and turning it into this vile shit. And to me personally, it should be to you, it's a terrifying terraforming. And when I was a kid, you could pick comic books up that depicted how they would terraform places like Mars and these outer reaches they used to tell us that they could do. And basically, they were just preempting us for what they were going to do here on this earth, folks. And look at that huge ring of dye, that huge black eye. It was, for want of a better description, without me getting vulgar, folks, which people don't tend to want me to do. But the beauty of the day is mad. Again, by the spray. Have you watched back on my videos, folks, where I've shown you just this morning these planes going up and round and in and out and back and forwards, leaving their X marks the spots, and their chemical particulates, not always at the nano level, because you can see the stuff. Come here, lad, please, the car for me. Come on, let's just pull out of the way while these cars get past us. Yeah, lad, good boy. Right, well, there's one. Hundreds of planes. Or certainly hundreds of passes. There might not be hundreds of planes. There might be the same planes, the same 20 or 30 planes going round, doing their rounds, folks, and spewing this nonsense, which is nefarious in its use. It ionises and weaponises the air. It digitises the air with the particulates of heavy metals and stuff, so that data can be run into and out of it. It radiates the air, so then they use these nucleating particulates to try and keep the air cool so we don't boil like the proverbial frog, if you know that saying, folks. And everything like the Bluetooth and all the wireless stuff, the smart stuff, the cell tower stuff, the NexRad LiDAR, even this fucking Large Hadron Collider and all the router technologies all react and interact with this stuff that's readily available now in the air that we breathe, folks. So we're ingesting this stuff. And in particular, like I've said before, folks, the graphene oxide that is used in processors, that once ingested becomes graphene hydroxide at body temperature, which then makes you connectable and detectable to be tracked and traced and, if need be, fucking erased. Folks, And I don't know half of it. And what I'm telling you here should fucking shock you to your core. And I don't know half of it. I fucking don't. It's so technical, folks. I'm getting to a point now where I don't want to learn any more about it. But I've managed to do a piecemeal job of it, folks, and produce these books that hopefully will awaken people. You've got to remember now that they have dumbed us down. When people keep saying to me, how could they build all these things in the 1800s and before then? Without all the technologies. They had technologies, folks. These technologies have been hidden. We can see that they had these technologies, and we just look at the old fucking 500-year-old churches and castles and the way they made jewellery that we can't do today, folks. Which we've been dumbed down for too long. Yeah? And the people of the future in the next 100 years are going to be dumbed down even more fucking so. So it's important that whatever we can get to grips with, like me, that we record in the hopes that it sparks people of the future into realising that something was very wrong. And something like that fucking thick X there. And the aircraft shooting up towards it there, if you look carefully. In the tree line there. That these lines there caused the pollutants in the air to help these motherfuckers doing it usher in their New World Order, their one world control system, their track, trace and erase system, folks. It's helped them usher in their fourth industrial digital revolution that I call the evil solution, because it is, folks. They are going to get their way. We are already. If those of us with this shit inside of us, whether you've had the injections, whether you've ingested it, eaten it, swallowed it, drank the fucker, yeah, every living, breathing thing is now some way to being transhuman, folks. As they have us all transcend into this fucking digital nightmare, folks. Dressed up as a medical marvel of the fucking next century, folks, and it's not. It's just total control being ushered in. It's been around a lot longer than we realise it, folks, and even me. And I've been at this now, trying to get my head around it for almost 16 fucking years, and I still don't know. I'm still the baby sucking his fucking thumb as he flicks the pages of this stuff. But I do have an ability to try and condense what I know in the hopes that it'll help people realise that beyond the technicalities, basically, they're spraying the air, they're poisoning the food, they're poisoning the water, they're poisoning education, they're poisoning medication, and it's all designed to take away our fucking human shine, yeah, and bring it and usher in their control system, their digital ID nonsense. And whether you like it or not, folks, this technology's in us. One way or another, they've got it into us through the perfumes, through the shower gels, you know, even through the fucking clothing we're wearing, folks. When you look at the clothing that we're wearing, all these fucking fleeces and all that crap, folks. The shoes that don't have leather fucking soles on them no more, so we can't be grounded. I talk to people about that and they think I'm fucking stupid. You know, governments wouldn't never do that. It's not the government's fucking doing it. Yep, it's not. It's the governments are the fall guys. Yeah, the governments are the stupid bastards. There are psychopaths in control of the lunatics that are running the asylums, folks. Yeah, have a think about that. I kid you not, look at that fucking dire, horrible ring. I've not lied to you, folks. I've never lied. I may have got the odd thing fucking wrong here and there, but I learn from them wrongs. People put me fucking right, or I find the right information. But, Fucking crazy. Anyway, from me, from these, I kid you not.